fact-finding committee po na create ni Secretary of Justice Akiri po.
Hindi ko maintindihan kung minsan ng gobyerno natin may fact-finding, may preliminary investigation, ang dami-daming para sa pulis, pero ang dami kaya matagal ang proseso, kaya naiinip ang tao sa atin eh. So, are you going to testify against them?
Yes, sir. In fact, I have already filed a case against them for plunder, sir, and it's now pending at the Ombudsman. I already appeared the Ombudsman for preliminary investigation.
All right. Again, I apologize to my colleagues here. Senator Escudero, thank you very much for your patience. You are on tag now. Thank you.
No worries, Mr. Chairman. Bago po ako magsimula, just some housekeeping, Mr. Chairman. Dahil nasa protective custody ng NBI si Ginoong Sombero, and I understand you already issued a show cause order, may we ask that the subpoena be now addressed to the NBI as well, so that they have the obligation to produce Mr. Sombero, given that he is under their protective custody still. Nagpaalam sa kanilang pupuntang abroad, pinayagan nila, protective custody pa rin nila, obligasyon nila, ipresenta sa atin, dagdag sa obligasyon ni Ginoong Sombero, na magpakita po siya dito. At kung mabibigaw ang NBI, may pananagutan din po sila sa komite kung sakasakali kung hindi nila ma-produce si Ginoong Sombero sa susunod na pagdinig ng komiteng ito. I so move, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. So, the objection? So, the COMSEC is required to do the process and get the permission of the Senate President for the subpoena. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Just some queries from PAGCOR, Mr. Chairman. Director Arnel, just a few questions. Can you submit to this committee the legal basis, based on your legal counsel's findings, of PAGCOR's authority to so issue licenses to online gaming? Previous administrations have tried that. Previous administrations did not do that. All of a sudden, PAGCOR has a legal basis under this new administration. May I see, may I find out, and can you submit to the committee the antecedent facts, ano yung legal basis, ano yung legal research nyo, kung bakit nyo nasabi na yung online gaming ay nasa ilalim ng PAGCOR. You have to understand, Your Honor. Ang PAGCOR charter, ginawa po yan bago pa na-imbento ang internet. Mulat-mula territorial ang PAGCOR. Hindi po siya kasama ang online. Kaya nga po napasok yan sa charter ng SESA at APECO dahil nakita po nilang butas yan. At sa nagdaang dalawang administrasyon ni Pangulong Arroyo, ni Pangulong Aquino, tinangkat, sinubukan din nilang gawin at hanapan ng basya na i-control ng PAGCOR yan, pero walang nakita. Baka may nakita ho kayo, hindi nila nakita, nais ko ring malaman. Pangalawa po, nabanggit ninyo, nagbigay kayo ng 25, tapos naging 35 lisensya sa online, hindi po ba?
35 licenses for 6 months, and then 26 now are operating, Your Honor.
Is it not true that you have sub-licenses as well? You have 35 licenses, and how many sub-licenses?
Regarding this, Attorney Trias will answer the question.
For the record, there are approximately 200 online players, either in CESA, APECO, or wherever. So you have 35 licenses issued. How many sub-licenses, sir?
Actually, sir, under our regulations, we have classified operators, and then we have also a classification for service providers. So we have 35 licensed operators, and for now we have 83 service providers around.
Sir, I know how the game is played. Is it not true that you initially issued 25 licenses? Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And then you expanded it to 35 licenses. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And then you expanded it for each of the 35 to have 10 sub-licenses each.
That's the agreed limit, Your Honor. But
Agreed,
for
but
now, they do not have it.
Ang sinasabi ko
None
lang,
of them have 10.
Sinimulan nyo, 25 lang ang pwede. Ginawa nyo, 35 na ang pwede. Tapos, pinayagan na naman ninyo, 10 kada sa ilalim ng isa ang pwede.
Your Honor, from the very beginning, yun na po yung setup na talagang ang licensee can have service providers under them.
Can you submit to me, sir, please, the regulations issued by PAGCOR, and if there is any corresponding resolution of the board insofar as this is concerned, and the IRR you issued on online? Sabit na lang po.
Yes, Your Honor.
Salamat po. Magkano po ang bayad ng kada online operator? Magkano po ang bayad ng licensee? Magkano po ang bayad ng sub-licensee?
the application fee for an applicant for a license is, if he's applying for an e-casino, is $50,000 US. If he's applying for sports betting only, it's $40,000 US. Once the application is approved, then an e-casino applicant is required to pay a license fee of $200,000 US, while a licensed sports betting applicant will pay $150,000 US, Your Honor.
Yan po yung may resibo.
Yes, Your Honor.
You're familiar, of course, of a pending case filed also before the Supreme Court, I believe, questioning the authority of PAGCOR, which is pending up to now.
Yes, sir.
Pag nagdesisyon po ang korte na bawal, halimbawa, balik lahat yan?
We will defer to the decision of the Supreme Court if they order us to return all
So
the
the
fees.
money is intact?
Yes, Your Honor. Except for of course, the processing fees, then legally it's already used up because we already processed their applications.
Magkano ba
But,
yung processing fee?
that's the $50,000 and $40,000 US, Your Honor.
So $90,000 or approximately 5 million, goodbye na yan.
Yes, if they apply for both licenses, Your Honor.
If they apply for both.
Yes.
Can you also submit to me, Your Honor, the copy of the contract between CESA and PAGCOR and what the status of that contract is as of now, because that was never implemented.
Yes,
It was
Your Honor.
signed but not implemented.
Yes.
May I find out how the board disposed of that contract? And I don't know if there's a similar contract with the PECO. Kindly just furnish us to.
Yes, Your Honor. Will do.
Mr. Chairman, acting chairman. May I request that in the next meeting, because I have pertinent questions to ask, that the chairperson of PAGCOR be present to answer questions on this matter whenever that next hearing will be scheduled for the proper disposition of the chair, Mr. Acting Chairman.
So noted.
Salamat po. Ilan tanong lamang po kay Ginoong Kalima. Sir, napakinggan ko kayo sa hearing noong nakaraan. Sabi po ninyo, nanghingi kayo, naglaro kayo na parang close kayo at magkaibigan kayo, pinapapasok nyo ang dalawang commissioners para makakuha kayo ng ebidensya dahil ang nakita lamang CCTV ay bag. Tama po ba yan?
Yes, Your Honor.
Kita po sa CCTV, pera eh. Pinanood ho natin sabay-sabay eh. Pera nilagay sa bag, parehong bag, dala, bit-bit, dinala. Hindi pa po ba sapat yan?
Yung una po kasi nalobas, Your Honor, is only yung ipinakita na bit-bit lang po nila yung bag, Your Honor. Well, hindi yung kumpleto na video, Your Honor.
Hindi ho kompleto yung binigay sa inyo ni Ginoong Sumbero?
In fact po, yung nakita lang po namin, yung inilabas sa isang TV, Your Honor, na yung bag lang na bit-bit nila.
May I ask Mr. Tulfo, sir? Good afternoon. Sir, nakita niyo ba yung buong version ng video na pera nilalagay dun sa bag? O yung portion lamang na bag na lamang na walang pera?
Ngayon lang po.
Ngayon lang din po.
Yung version. Ngayon lang po. Ngayon lang dito sa Senate.
Yung paglagay ng pera sa bag?
Hindi. Ngayon lang pinakita dito eh.
Ngayon nyo lang po nakita yung video
Ngayon
talaga?
lang po.
Ang basihan nyo lamang po ay yung kwento ni Ginoong Wally?
Yes.
Ni Ginoong Sumbero?
Yes, Your Honor.
At what time and at what date did you see the video, Mr. General Kalima, sir? Yung incomplete?
Yung
The first one.
Yung incomplete po, nabasa ko na lang po sa dyaryo at lumabas din sa TV noon, na yung sa evening news.
Ano po yung video yung pinapakita nyo sa kanila? Sa dalawang immigration commissioner o tinatakot nyo lang po sila?
May halo na pong saywar, yung iba pinapakita ko may mga pinapakita ko ng mga text messages, yung iba mga pansaywar na lang po sa kanila kasi ganoon naman po.
So wala po kayong pinakitang video sa kanila?
Katulad po ng sinabi ko po, yung sa Intel po kasi yung tinatawag namin po na tradecraft, to get information from them, hinahaluhan po namin ng saywar nga po yung
Ang tanong ko lamang po, General Kalima, may video po ba kayong pinakita sa dalawang commissioner nung sinasaywar, ika nga ninyo sila?
Well, Your Honor, they have filed a case against us for wiretapping, so I would request that I'll just answer it in the proper forum, Your Honor.
Sir, forgive me, this is not wiretapping. This is a regular CCTV of a hotel that you were given a copy of or someone got a copy of. You did not participate in any manner in the wiretapping and that is clear. Wala naman kayong poder mag-wiretap sa hotel eh. So again, tanungin ko na lang po, Ginoong Robles, may pinakita po bang CCTV sa inyo? Attorney Robles, may pinakita po bang CCTV sa inyo sa General Kalima?
Meron daw siya sa laptop niya.
pinakita po niya. Pareho po ba yan?
Hindi ko po ma-compare kung pareho yun, Mr. Chair.
Pero may pinakita pong CCTV.
Meron siyang file sa laptop niya.
Halos pareho po ba?
Hindi ko po I'm sorry po, Mr. Chair, hindi ko po ma-compare kasi glance lang ko po nakita yung...
Mr. Goncillo, Attorney Goncillo rather, sir? May video pong pinakita?
Hindi ko ho nakita. Kasi na late ho ako nung nagkaroon ng confrontation.
So hindi niyo po nakita yung video?
Sinabi lang ho sa akin.
Now, going to Mr. Goncillo, mulat-mula po sinasabi niyo, investigasyon, matagal niyo na naririnig yung pangalang Jack Lam, matagal niyo na naririnig na may corruption sa Bureau of Immigration, kaya iniimbestigahan niyo po. Nasa trabaho niyo po ba mag-imbestiga bilang Assistant or Associate Commissioner ng BID? Is it part of your job description to investigate?
Your Honor, yun ho kasing violation ng anti-human trafficking.
Yes or no, sir? Is it part of your job description as Associate Commissioner sitting in the board of the Bureau of Immigration to investigate and to actually dirty your hands and actually talk to a potential criminal or putative criminal and actually go through this whole process? Parang James Bond.
Not in that context, Your Honor, but in the context of any person who has personal knowledge of violation of anti-human trafficking, Your Honor. Nasa batas po yun. And then, ang sa akin ho is, if I were a deputy commissioner who have personal knowledge na meron ho mga hiring of minors, meron ho mga hiring of illegal aliens, so with more, Your Honor, that I can investigate.
Sir, again nasa job description po ba ninyo o wala? Ang sinasabi nyo, bilang mamamayan na may alam kayong krimen na ginagawa, sige, bibigay ko sa inyo yan. But as Associate Commissioner, nasa job description po ba ninyo? Siyempre, abogado po kayo, hindi ba? Binasa nyo naman siguro yung trabaho nyo nung in-appoint kayo. In fact, nag-a-apply pa ho kayo, narekomenda kayo ni Secretary Aguirre para pumalit kay Commissioner Morente. Siguro naman alam nyo dapat yung trabaho ng isang Associate Commissioner. Simple ho ang tanong ko, nasa job description ba po nyo sa ilalim ng batas ang mag-imbestiga? Hindi ba kaya may mga polis kayo, may General Kalima kayo at kung sino-sino pa? Is it part of your job or not?
I believe I have, Your Honor, under anti-human trafficking law.
Under
Anti-human trafficking law, Your Honor.
under the human trafficking law, you're authorized and obliged to investigate?
Yes, Your Honor.
Asan po yung batas? Pakisabit po sa amin, sayang yung oras ko eh. Attorney Robles, are you authorized to investigate as well?
Mr.
Base
Chair,
sa basa nyo rin sa anti-trafficking?
I would
according
like to
his-
clarify that I was just assisting Attorney Argusino
In his investigation?
in his investigation.
So you think it's also part of your job to investigate?
Well, according to him, Your Honor, he was...
No. According to you, sir. Do you think it's part of the job of an associate commissioner to actually investigate? Magpaka-James Bond kayo at mag-imbestiga mismo. Kayo yung papasok dun sa lungga ng kalaban, kayo yung kukuha ng ebidensya, kayo yung makikipag-usap dun sa masamang tao. Kasama po ba yan ang trabaho ninyo?
Specifically, Your Honor, I have to be candid. There is we are not authorized to. There's no authority under the law giving us that kind of power.
Thank you for that. No specific authority, no specific instruction from the commissioner, no specific instruction from the DOJ secretary, no specific instruction from anyone. Ginawa lang talaga niya. Hindi po ba? Tama ba?
Yes, during that time, we discussed that matter, Mr. Chair. Tinanong ko po, ano bang inimbestigahan mo?
Yung kapatid niyo po ba, ano po ba ang trabaho?
Seaman po, Mr. Chair.
Sumasama po ba siya sa inyo sa mga lakad yun talaga o nagkataon lang?
Yun lang po ang isang lakad na niya na, kasi wala po ako driver that time dahil Saturday po yun. Nung gabi po na yun, actually papaalis na rin nga po siya kasi pasakay na rin siya ng barko. A few days after, umalis na rin nga po siya.
So siya po ang nag-drive sa inyo at tigabit-bit?
Hindi po. Sinamahan niya lang po. Ako po ang nag-drive. Mr.
Akala ko
Chair.
po ba wala kayong driver kaya sinama niyo po siya? Hindi ba?
Ang akin pong driver is driver bodyguard, Mr. Chair. Siya na rin po yung sa security ko. Ayun naman pong kapatid ko, sinamahan niya po ako talaga. Ayaw ko rin nga po siya isama nung time na yon. Kaya lang pumilit siya na wag akong, kasi kapitbahay ko lang po siya, na wag po akong umalis na mag-isa.
Sir, I'll ask you direct questions, and please forgive me for these direct questions, because again, as Senator Gordon said, I think you were an unwilling accomplice in this whole thing, but let me ask you direct questions. Una po, alam nyo ba na nanghingi ng pera si Attorney Agoncillo?
Attorney Argosino
Argoncillo?
po? Hindi po, Mr. Chair.
May narinig po ba kayong nanghingi siya ng pera?
Wala po, Mrs. Chair.
At all?
At all, wala po.
Hanggang nung tumanggap ka ng pera, wala ka pa rin alam o narinig?
Wala po, Mr. Chair.
So hindi ka kasabwat o kakumplot sa kung ano man na ginawa o ginagawa ni Attorney Argoncillo?
Sa kanya mga transactions, Mr. Chair, and doon sa sinasabi niya investigation, hindi po ako participant, Mr. Chair. I
At
do not
naniniwala
have-
ka kay Attorney Argoncillo na investigasyon lang yon at wala itong panghingi, panghuthot, pang-shakedown na ginawa kay Jack Lam o kanino pa man?
Kagaya po nung nasabi ko, wala po akong alam kung nanghingi siya o kung nanghingi siya ng pera kay Jack Lam. At kung naniniwala po ako sa investigation, I have asked him, Mr. Chair, at tinanong ko po siya, ano ba iniimbestigahan mo? And according to him, he was inquiring about the possible violations of anti-human trafficking because there are several minors.
Last question, Mr. Chair. Sa ngayon, matapos mong marinig lahat, pati yung paliwanag niya, pati yung mga sinabi ni General Kalima, pati marahil yung affidavit ni Ginoong Sombrero, naniniwala ka pa ba sa sinabi sa iyo ni Attorney former Associate Commissioner Argoncillo na nag-iimbestiga siya at hindi siya nanghingi ng pera? Yung pa rin ba yung tatayuan mong panig hanggang ngayon?
I can simply put, Mr. Chair, that wala po ako narinig na nanghingi po siya ng pera. And considering that it is my opinion that is being asked whether he's really conducting an investigation, I leave it up to the public and to him.
Sinama ka sa lahat ng kanyang pinuntahan, sinama ka sa lahat ng kanyang kausap, nag-iimbestiga daw siya, magkasama kayo sa opisina, nakikita kayo sa opisina, may ginagawa ba siyang mga bagay-bagay tungo sa paglutas at pag-imbestiga ng kasong ito? O tungo lang sa pag-release ng mga taong hinuli ninyo at kapalit marahil nung binigay o inabot? May nagawa po ba siyang dagdag pang mga hakbangin kaugnay sa pag-iimbestiga matapos ninyong tumanggap ng pera?
I do not have any personal knowledge on that matters.
So pagkatapos yung
Mr.
tumanggap
Chair.
ng pera, wala nang investigasyon, hindi ka na sinama? Wala nang sinabi sa'yo, hindi na hiningi ang tulong mo, tapos na yan?
He was just asking for my legal opinion on the matters. That's the only participation that I can give and my presence during those meetings, Mr. Chair.
I know my time is up, Mr. Chairman. I'd like to thank... Okay lang. Again, what was the answer?
Limited po kasi ang participation ko. I was just assisting. And to say the least, I was just accompanying him. Wala po talaga akong alam because I do not know Sombrero. I have no communication with Sombrero.
The affidavit of Sombrero says, yung sinubmit po niya sa ombudsman niya o sa NBI, ang sabi po niya, kayong dalawa ang nanghihingi. Kayong dalawa ang nag-i-insist. Hindi lamang po si Attorney Argoncillo. Kayong dalawa. Yun po ang sinabi niya sa kanyang affidavit. Well, he said, she said yan hanggang mapatunayan niya. Pero what do you say to that? Na kayong dalawa daw.
That would be impossible, Mr. Chair. Kagaya nga nung sinabi ko, pumunta po ako ng gabi na yon, kasama ko pa ang kapatid ko. Hindi ko naman po alam, hindi ko naman po kilala yun si Mr. Sombrero. During that time na dumating po ako, bakit po ako manghihingi sa kanya ng pera?
Sir, kasi may pera siya, hindi po yun ang punto. Madaling manghingi. Yung magnanakaw nga, hindi rin kilala yung pinanakawan niya, hinihinga niya ng pera. Pero ang punto ko po ito, naggumising ka ng alas 4 ng umaga para mag-golf, para sumama sa golf cup.
Hindi po
Diba?
golf firing po yun.
Firing.
I was just a representative by Commissioner
Para
Moreno.
mag-firing, hindi po ba? Sabi nyo nga, hindi ka na makakasama sa 5 o'clock meeting dahil pagod ka na. Pero, lumabas...
Hindi po. I have no knowledge about that 5 o'clock meeting.
Sorry, hindi ka na makapunta o hindi ka na imbita at hindi ka na nagpunta doon sa pag-award kay Secretary Aguirre dahil pagod ka na nga. Sabi mo kanina.
Hindi po. Wala po akong knowledge. Absolutely wala po akong knowledge about the meeting at 5 o'clock
Ang
meeting.
pinupunto ko po, sabi nyo pagod na kayo.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Di po ba? Pero sa kabila ng pagod nyo, nagpunta kayo sa isang meeting ng alas 9 ng gabi, hindi mo kilala yung kausap, hindi mo alam kung bakit, hindi mo alam kung para saan, at naghintay ka doon ng mahigit 6 na oras, paano nyo ho mapapaliwanag yung inyong interes, sigasig at biglang lakas ng katawan, na gawin po yun?
To be candid, Mr. Chair, nakakatulog na nga po ako noon. That could be an error in judgment, Your Honor, kasamahan at manatili sa mga ganong oras kasama si Attorney Argusino, Mr. Chair. But my intention was really samahan lang siya dahil hindi nahihiya naman po akong iwanan ng gabi na
But
yun.
what could have prompted you to do that? Give me a break. Hindi po ba, pagod
Yes.
ka, nakahiga ka na sa kama, hindi mo alam kung sinong kausap. It's not a simple error in judgment. In fact, I don't believe you that you didn't know what was going on. Kung sinamahan mo man siya, kung gusto mo malaman yung ginagawa niya, pwede pa. Pero na hindi mo alam, because why go through all that effort? Why go through all that effort of waking up from bed? Tulog ka na, sabi mo sa affidavit mo, tulog ka na. Babangon ka, sasama mo yung kapatid mo, pupunta ka ron, pagod ka na nga. In other words, Attorney Robles, 24 hours ka nang gising nun, ha? Kasi tinawagan ka ng alas 8, pahiga ka pa lang kamo, gumising ka ng alas 4 kakamo para sa shoot fest. Umuwi ka alas 6. So in fact, no, 26 hours ka nang gising nun, straight. For what? Isa lang ang alam kong gumagawa ng ganyan. Pag nagbabanat ng buto para kumita ng pera. Ito, pagbabanat din ng buto siguro to. Pero, what would convince a person to stay awake for 26 straight hours and not do anything and not know what was going on? At nandun ka lang, nanonood, tumitingin? I cannot. Quite frankly, as a lawyer, Attorney Robles, alam niyo naman po yun, di ba? It goes against human nature, eh. Hindi mo gagawin yun unless may alam ka, may nalalaman ka, o may iniintay ka, o may gusto ka makuha. Kasi, hindi normal ho yun, eh.
Mr. Chair, during that time, marami po siyang balik lang po namin from galing doon sa Fontana. Marami po kasing follow-ups nung gabi na yon. Kami lang po dalawa nandito sa Manila noon to decide on some matters. Kaya kailangan namin mag-confirm rin po nung gabi because continuous po ang inquest and mga follow-ups sa amin, Mr. Chair.
I agree with you, sir. Continuous ang follow-ups. But all of those you could have done and should have done inside your office. Not
Mr.
in the
Chair,
City
that
of
was
Dreams.
Saturday and Sunday.
Lahat ho tayo nagtatrabaho. Lalo na kung talagang concerned ho kayo sa plight ng mga Chinese na hinuli nyo, mag-opisina ho kayo ng Sabado at Linggo. Ginagawa ko ho yun, ginagawa nating lahat yun. Hindi sa City of Dreams, hindi sa Shangri-La, hindi sa Crown, sa opisina. Hindi po ba? Concerned ka mo, paano ho may gagalaw kung kayong dalawa lang at nasa hotel kayo? Nang hanggang madaling araw, ha? Hindi ko ho sa totoo lang po, paunawa nyo sa akin dahil sa totoo lang, hinihintay kong sabihin nyo, sa totoo lang, ito ang sinabi ni Attorney Argoncillo, sorry, Brad kita, pero ito, wala akong kinalaman dito. Yun lamang naman ang hinihintay namin dahil sa tingin ko talaga, sa totoo lang, hindi ka naman kasabot talaga dito, nadamay ka lang talaga. Pero hanggat hindi mo sinasabi kung ano yung nalalaman mong kompleto, palagi kang madadawit bilang accomplice, bilang accessory, o bilang kasamahan sa lahat ng to. Dahil sa dulo, bit-bit mo yung 20. Bit-bit at inuwi mo yung 20. Attorney Argoncillo, sabi niyo ebidensya yung 50 million kaya niyo tinago. Hindi po ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ba't niyo binigay kay Kalima yung 18?
Kasi yun yung confirmation ko na involved po siya dito sa corruption na public official.
Ano kanyo?
Kasi yung pumasok ho siya nung December 1, hindi pa ho siya nagsasalita. Ang sabi niya gusto niyang tumulong. December 2, pumunta ho siya kay Attorney Robles. Ganun din ho yung sinabi niya. Gusto niya makatulong. December 4, ganun din ho yung sinabi niya. And then nung December 8 lang ho, nung nagkaroon ng confrontation, bigla niya ho akong tinawagan. Mag-usap nga tayo,
Teka po.
sir.
Bilang abogado, sabi nyo, inintay nyo na hanggang madaling araw dahil inintay nyo si Jack Lam mag-appear. Bilang abogado, hindi nyo tinatanong kung anong laman, alam nyo naman ang pera bandang dulo, iniwi ninyo bilang ebidensya, tinago na ninyo. Natanong ni Senator Pacquiao yung chain of custody yung tinatawag na na-break na ho ninyo yun. Bilang abogado rin, binigay niyo yung 18 million. O tapos, Wala rin nakakaalam. Kailan nakakaalam? Kailan nyo balak lahat to buuin at sampahan ng kaso yung mga taong nagbigay at binigyan nyo?
Nag-file na nga po ako ng corruption of public official.
Kailan po?
December 13, Your Honor.
December 13, matapos na nga pong pumutok lahat.
Hindi po, dahil hinihintay ko nga hong tanggapin ni General Kalima yung evidence po.
Iniintay mong tanggapin ni General Kalima yung evidence.
Tama po yun, Your Honor.
Tapos, ano naman ngayon ang ebidensya mong tinanggap niya, yung 18 million?
Actually, Your Honor, yung pong aking security nag-execute po ng affidavit.
Nag-execute po ng affidavit yung
Yes, Your
security
Honor.
nyo. Yun po yung
Yes, Your
ebidensya ninyo na tumanggap siya ng 18 million.
Yes, Your Honor.
Sarili nyo pong security.
Yes, Your Honor.
Sino naman po ang testigo nyo na tumanggap kayo ng 50 million? Yung si Attorney Robles
Yes, Your Honor.
at yung kapatid niya
Yes, Your Honor.
at security niya. Security nyo.
Wala pa akong security nung Sunday na yan, Your Honor.
Wala po kayong security nun.
Yes, Your Honor.
Bakit po?
Sunday po nun, Your Honor.
Pero lumabas ho kayo ng madaling araw, hindi ba delikado yun?
Wala pa akong security.
May dala pang pera, dun pa walang security?
Hindi ko nga ho ine-expect, Your Honor, na magbibigay ng, magto-turn over po ito si Sombero, Your Honor. Honestly, Your Honor, hindi ko talaga ine-expect ito, Your Honor.
One last point, Mr. Chairman. Sorry for belaboring the point. Just to make a manifestation. Attorney Agoncillo, Argosino. My apologies for not being able to pronounce your name properly. Sa totoo lang po, naghintay kayo hanggang madaling araw. Hindi nyo alam kung anong hinihintay ninyo.
Your Honor, kaya po kami...
Kakausapin nyo si Wally Sombero sa hotel. It's not a question really, but just a manifestation. Kakausapin nyo si Ginong Sombero sa hotel hanggang madaling araw. Ihintayin nyo ng napakatagal. Nabasa ko yung affidavit ni attorney ni Ginong Sombero. Tanungin ko rin po kayo ng diretso. Sabi niya nang hingi kayo, under oath. Sabi niya nang hingi kayo ng pera, under oath. Nanghingi ba kayo ng pera sa kanya at any point in time that you were meeting? Whether at City of Dreams, whether at Shangri-La, whether at Crown Plaza, at any point, nanghingi po ba kayo ng pera sa kanya?
Hindi po, Your Honor.
Si Attorney Robles, nanghingi ba ng pera sa kanya?
Hindi po, Your Honor.
And
Your
one
Honor,
last-
if I may, 2 a.m. po, nakipag-meeting sa amin si Sombero. Mabuti nga ho, nandiyan po yung CCTV. Pakicheck na lang po, Your Honor. Kasi nga ho, nag-usap ho kami between 9 to 11 tungkol, ang dami hong problema sa Fontana. Nandyan ho yung mga issues na yung inquest proceedings po yan, Your Honor, kasi hindi ho maliit yung kaso na pinag-aaralan namin. So yun po yung reason, kaya ho hindi ho kami nagmamadali na i-meet siya. So nung dumating po siya ng 2 a.m., okay din po sa amin yun, Your Honor, pero you can check po sa CCTV dahil gusto ko nga ho ring malaman kung anong oras na doon. Hindi po ako makakapag-sinungalin kasi may CCTV. And then, at around 4:30 po ng umaga, i-check niyo mabuti. Nung dinala po niya yung 2 bags, that was the first time na sinabi niya sa akin, Sir, meron ditong 2 bags, 10 million each. So, bigla po siyang umalis. That was the first time, Your Honor. Nung bigla po siyang umalis, dito ho siya nagtagal. Ito yung sinasabi ko na 45 minutes po ata ang inabot. Pagbalik ho niya, may 2 na ho siyang 3 bags. And then, tumayo ho ako. Actually, kinuha ko na nga ho yung bill. Kasi nga gusto ko nang umuwi ho. Wala ho kaming pinag-uusapan na pera. Kasi nga ho, nung kinuha ko ho yung bill, tingnan nyo ho sa CCTV, kinuha ko ho yung bill if I remember it right. Ang ibig kong sabihin yan, wala pa ho yung 3 bags, uuwi na ho ako. Uuwi na po ako. And yet, nung pagkakuha ko ng bill, tumayo po yan, ng mga 4:30 ho, sinabi, meron dyan 2 bags, 10 milyon ng isa, tapos bigla po siyang umalis. Eh di hindi ko naman po maiwan dahil nga ho, nandun yung 2 bags. Tapos nung bumalik ho siya ng 5:30, seconds lang ho, i-check nyo ho sa CCTV, tumayo po ako. Dahil nga sabi ko yan, hindi na namin kailangan yan. And then anong sabi ni Sombero? Hindi sir, dalhin nyo lang, hawakan nyo lang ito. Ito po yung nangyari. Kaya nga ho, alam ko po, naintindihan ko, meron po kaming indiscretion dito. Pero ito ho yung nangyari, 2 a.m. ko lang po na-meet yan si Sombero. And then, pagdating ho ng 4:30, kinukuha ko na ho yung bill. I-check niyo po doon sa CCTV. Pinayaran ko na ho, wala pa yung 2 bags. Pauwi na ho ako. Hindi ho magtipula yung CCTV. Kinuha ko ho yung bill mismo. Pauwi na ho ako dahil sabi ko, pagod na ako. Eh, nung ginawa niya, meron hong 10 bags. Sinabi ko naman ho, may 2 bags sa may kakalaman 10 milyon. Sinabi ko ho kay Atty. Robles, that was the first time na sinabi ho niya. And then nung nandoon ho, bumalik ho siya after 45 minutes. And then dala-dala na ho niya yung 3 bags. Dininay ko po yan. Ang sabi ko nga ho dito is, hindi ko kailangan yan. Kasi sinabi niya, hawakan nyo lang. And then, pansinin nyo ho, hindi ko malang hinawakan yung bags na yan, Your Honor. Siya ho ang nagdalay. Ngayon, kung may pagkakamali ho ako, ay yung pumayag ho ako mailagay ito sa aking kotse. Pero sinabi ko nga ho sa kanya, nung nasa elevator kami, sige, nandiyan na yan, kunin nating ebidensya. Pasensya na ho kayo dahil ang feeling ho ng publiko.
Alright, Senator Escudero.
Just a manifestation.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Just a manifestation, Mr. Chair.
This is a corruption of public official, Your Honor. Walang nagpa-file kay Chuck Lam. The first time, Your Honor,
Can the page please give him a glass of water, please? Senator Escudero, can you make a
Request for
manifestation?
suspension.
Sana naman po, Your Honor, pakinggan niyo naman yung ginagawa namin. Ayan na po yung CCTV. Ayan na ho kung paano nangyari. Pero not once po ako humingi ng pera. Pasensya na po kayo.
It's okay, Attorney.
I got carried away.
Argosino.
Your Honor, this is a corruption of public official. Wala pong nagpa-file kay Chuck Lam ng corruption of public official. Bakit ho? Sino sa previous administration na nag-file ng kaso kay Chuck Lam? Dahil ho, kung meron man ho mga anomalies, itinatanggap nila. Kami ho, final namin, binalik namin ho yung whatever evidence that we have. Sana naman ho, huwag naman yung ganitong pinapakita sa public na guilty na ho kami. Pasensya na po kayo. I got carried away.
I understand where
I'm
you're coming
sorry.
from, Attorney Argosino. Mr. Chairman, just one last point. May we request the complete CCTV that he was mentioning a while ago. Yung complete kasi may mga pina-fast forward kanina, napansin ko. Para makita lang natin at ma-confirm yung sinasabi ni po niya kanina. To be fair to Attorney Argosino.
No, we have been more than fair. They came in at 9. I think you may not be aware of it. They came in at 9 in the evening. And they came in the invitation of this guy, and they stayed there until 5 o'clock. That's more than sufficient time. I mean,
One last point, Mr. Chair.
Go ahead.
May I know if Attorney Argosino has an affidavit submitted to the committee already because it wasn't given to me earlier?
well, we were,
Complaint affidavit
ayun.
to the Ombudsman. Yun po ang sinabi niya, Attorney Argosino?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Senator Escudero. At the request of Senator Villanueva. No, Senator De Lima is next. But I think Senator De Lima is giving way to you and Senator Pacquiao. Yes. Well, you're giving way, huh? Sige. Do you want to go ahead? Proceed. Go ahead. You asked me kanina. Don't be shy. You're not shy.
Mr. Chairman, I just wanted to put on record that last hearing, I didn't get the chance to ask questions. So I thought I would really be given this opportunity in this hearing to ask questions. So I just wanted to put that on record. I'm not trying to, because it would appear na nauuna po ako sa iba. Ayoko lang na ganun.
There is a
Thank you,
list,
Mr.
as you know, and on that list, that's last time, you were.
I didn't get the chance.
I even got you to speak on the
Yes,
labor case.
yeah, before
Right,
the
right.
hearing, Mr.
So
Chairman.
let's not belabor that point. Go ahead.
Yes, thank you
asked
very
me
much,
if we can get
Mr.
in.
Chairman.
We did.
Good afternoon po sa atin lahat. At I tried to be very early this morning para mauna rin ho. Kaya I wanted to ask some questions. Una, Mr. Chairman, tatanungin ko po si Attorney Argosino at si Attorney Robles. Habang pinapanood nyo po yung video kanina, yung CCTV. By the way, is this the first time na napanood nyo po itong video at CCTV?
may napakita po sa akin nun. Hindi po yung first
But it's
time.
not.
It's not.
It's not the same. Pero first time ho
Hindi ko po ma-compare, sorry po. Kasi hindi ko naman po nakita yun.
pero first time niyo nakita itong video kanina.
Opo, yun.
Kayo po, Attorney Argusino?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Dun sa video po na nakita nyo, gaya ko po ba, pareho nyong naramdaman at nakita na si Wally Sombero ang nagbibigay ng instructions? Saan kayo pupunta? Saan kayo magmi-meet? Saan kayo uupo? Anong kukunin nyo? Anong ilalagay nyo sa inyong mga sasakyan? Tama po ba ako?
Si Wally po lahat ang may hawak ng pera, Your Honor.
Uulitin ko po yung tanong ko. Gaya ko po ba, naniniwala kayo doon sa pinakitang video na si Wally Sombero ang nagbibigay ng instruction sa inyo? Saan kayo pupunta? Sabi nyo nga po, meeting. Noong 27 sa City of Dreams, Diamond Hotel, 28, tawag sa inyo, huwag kayong aalis, huwag kayong uuwi, kahit na 8 oras na kayong naghihintay. Tama po ba na sabihin, gaya ko, habang pinapanood ko po yung CCTV, si Wally Sombero ang nagdidikta?
Hindi naman po ganun, Your Honor, kasi ho pinag-usapan ho namin yung mga POGO license. Nag-uusap po kami nung dumarating siya. Ang hindi ho namin napapansin, Your Honor, ay dumating siya na may 2 bags.
Kung hindi po totoo yun, sabi nyo kanina, uwing-uwi na kayo.
Yes, Your Honor.
Pero bakit hindi kayo makauwi dahil hinihintay nyo at gusto nyo magpaalam kay Wally?
Your Honor, nung nawala siya ng 45 minutes, tinatawagan ko po siya. Ang sabi ko,
Then you can
uuwi na
go
kami.
home kung yun ang gusto nyo.
May
Kung hindi mo
2
sasabihin na hindi mo siya sinusunod, alis ka na.
May 2 bags po na
So, who
binulungan
cares?
kami.
Who cares? Unless you care about the bag. Unless you care about what's inside the bag.
Hindi po, Your
Mr.
Honor.
Chairman, alam mo, Attorney Argusino, kaya din ako ganito, hindi tayo humantong dito kung noong December 7, nung hearing natin, dinisclose mo na itong mga information na ito. Unfortunately, Mr. Argusino, hindi mo dinisclose noong hearing sa Committee on Labor, itong 50 million, meron ka na palang hawak. Hindi mo dinisclose December 1 to 4, nag-uusap kayo ni General Calima. Hindi mo dinisclose nga din, at ngayon ko lang ho nalaman, from the Bureau of Immigration na meron na palang ni-release on bail noong December 3. But anyway, Mr. Chairman, kanina sususugan ko lang yung binanggit ni Senator Escudero. For the record, inaamin nyo, walang batas, walang executive order, walang IRR o department issuance na nagbibigay sa inyo ni Attorney Robles ng kapangyarihan whatsoever para magsagawa ng sarili ninyong investigasyon nang walang pahintulot ni Secretary Aguirre, nang walang pahintulot ni Commissioner Morente. Is that correct?
Honor, my opinion is different. Meron ang pagpananaw ko.
Your
meron
opinion
po
is
ako, Your
different.
Honor.
Have you read the Administrative Code of 1987? Have you read the Philippine Immigration Act? Mr. Chairman, there is no provision of law that grants these guys any power to conduct these investigations. These laws only grant you adjudicatory powers to decide all deportation cases, as well as appellate jurisdiction over decisions of the Board of Special Inquiry. Mr. Chairman, I'm not a lawyer, and I'm sorry if I'm trying to give some
You're doing
legal
well.
advice.
You're doing fine.
Lumalabas po, Mr. Chairman, Attorney Argusino, Attorney Robles, unilateral itong ginawa ninyong investigasyon.
Hindi po, Your Honor.
Hindi. Bakit? Sige.
Your Honor, kung sa batas po yung pag-uusapan, meron ho kasing under the administrative code, ang Office of the Commissioner includes the Office of the Deputy Commissioner. And then the Office of the Commissioner has the authority to regulate entry and exit of foreigners.
Unilateral investigation ang pinag-uusapan.
Along that line po, Your Honor, so we are part
May
of
we
the
ask
Office
the
of
Department of
Commissioner.
Justice, Secretary Aguirre, would you agree with the statements made by former Commissioner Argusino that they have the powers to do so?
Well, it appears that there's no legal provision giving them the power to investigate. And so-
Unilaterally, to this extent.
Unilaterally. So, Commissioner Robles has a different opinion. Commissioner Agusino has a different opinion. But since there's no provision empowering them to investigate, then it's very hard to say that they have the power to investigate.
I hope it will not.
Yes, I don't
Take my
think
time,
it can be charged to you. I'm not sure if this can really help. Okay, so Attorney Argusino is insisting that as Associate BI Commissioner, he had the authority to investigate violations of the anti-human trafficking law.
Yun po yung pananaw ko, Your Honor.
Well, could it be that you're referring to the IACAT? Because Bureau of Immigration is under IACAT, but IACAT is chaired by the Secretary of Justice.
Nakita ko rin ho yun kasi umattend din ho ako ng meeting ng IACAT, Your Honor.
Yes, but in this particular so-called investigation of yours, and you are really pointing to possible violation of the anti-human trafficking law, then it must be within the aegis of IACAT. And if it's within the aegis of IACAT, then there must be a clearance, or ought to be a clearance, from the Secretary of Justice as chair, and therefore you cannot do it unilaterally?
Meron po kasing provision, Your Honor, doon sa anti-human trafficking na any person who has personal knowledge of the offense being committed, nandun po yun sa anti-human trafficking. How much more po ako, nandun po ako, pumunta po ako sa site ng November 25. Nakita ko po may mga minors. Tapos so, dinignan ko ho yung mga papers. Illegal ho yung kanilang mga papers. Tapos kung makikita nyo lang po kung ano po yung nakita ko, ito ho mga passports, hindi ho hawak ng mga nahuli. Ito hong passports na ito, dinala na bultuhan. Ano po ang ibig sabihin? These are acts of anti-human trafficking, Your Honor. So, along that line po.
That point has already been made.
Yes,
Proceed.
Mr. Chairman, thank you. At babanggitin ko, hindi ho ako abogado at hindi na ho makikipagtalo doon sa usapin na yun. Pero siguro napakaklaro, Mr. Chairman, na dapat mayroong abiso, mayroong permiso, at least mula sa Department of Justice Secretary, or at least to the Commissioner of the Bureau of Immigration. Kaya nga ho kayo Associate Commissioners. Mr. Chairman, Attorney Argusino, ilan lamang pong katanungan pa. Kailan nyo po pinasya na kayo ay magsasagawa nitong unilateral investigation nyo, itong tinatawag nyo pong entrapment? Kailan nyo po ito pinasya? At kailan din nagpasya si Attorney Robles na sasama siya dito?
Your Honor, actually, bago pa ho dumating itong issue ni Jack Lam, meron na ho mga report sa akin na ang kinikita nitong si Jack Lam ay nagkakahalaga ng 100 to 150 million a month, Your Honor. Meron na pong nagre-report sa akin. Now, ang kina-question ko ho is...
Para lang ho tayo mapabilis, Attorney Argusino, I'm sorry for interrupting. Bago po ba mag-November 24, naisipan nyo na itong entrapment operation na ito?
Hindi po entrapment, case build-up, Your Honor.
Case build-up. Pero yung entrapment na binabanggit nyo kay
Wala
Jack
po akong
Lang.
binabanggit na
Wala
entrapment,
po.
Your Honor. Case
Yung
build-up.
pong, kayo, Attorney Robles, binabanggit nyo ho kanina, na during that time na nandun kayo sa meeting, parang it appears, no, dun sa mga binabanggit nyo kanina, and please help me out understanding your, from where you are coming from. Binabanggit nyo po na that was the time na parang dun nyo lang narinig na merong entrapment operation.
It's not an entrapment operation, Mr. Chair. Ang sinasabi niya, he was investigating, not a formal investigation maybe, but an inquiry, personal inquiry under given the circumstances, Mr. Chair.
Nung dumating na ho yung pera, yung bag, etc., ano hong, kanina binabanggit nyo, tinatanong nyo ho kanyo, kung ito ba'y parte ng pinag-aralan ninyo na gagawin?
Mr. Chair, ulitin ko, wala po akong alam sa investigation. It was him who conceptualized that investigation because ako ho, na-invite lang doon. My presence was requested Attorney Argusino for some other matters also. And yung sinasabi po niya, yung by accident lang
So
po.
wala siyang pinresenta sa iyo na execution na ito, ganito gagawin natin, tatanggapin natin to, itatago natin. Kailan dumating 'yon?
Yun po, nung binigay lang po, sinabi lang po niya sa akin that nung in-inquire ko, he will be using that in evidence against either Sumbero or Jack Lam.
Kaya mo binalik yung pera?
Hindi po. In-entrust lang po sa akin yun. Hindi ko po tinake yun or inappropriate na para sa akin o para kanino man.
When did you call your brother? Kailan mo tinawag yung kapatid mo na sumama sa inyo?
Actually, di ko naman po tinawag yung kapatid kasi sinamahan niya po talaga ako kasi nakita niya na papaalis po ako.
So ngayon, nasa abroad na yung kapatid mo?
Few days after po, Mr. Chair.
Bakit siya nasa abroad ngayon?
Sipan po talaga yun, nakabook na
talaga
po
siya.
pa siya.
Thank you. Maganda yan na binanggit niyo para hindi magmukhang nagtatago yung kapatid
Ay,
niyo.
salamat po, Mr. Chair.
Wala siyang pinresenta sa'yo na ito yung plano natin, ito yung gagawin natin. Kanina binabanggit mo rin na you heard Mr. Ramon Tulfo's voice sa speakerphone. Is that correct?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Yun po yung sinabi ni General Kalima sa akin nung pinaparinig na
No,
yung
I'm asking you this
speakerphone.
question. Did you hear his voice on the
Yeah.
speakerphone?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
And on your affidavit, nakalagay ho dito, si Mr. Tulfo, it appears, correct me if I'm wrong, it appears in your affidavit that Mr. Tulfo is trying to threaten you, that he will publish an article. Is that correct?
No, Mr. Chair. What I am saying in my sworn statement about Mr. Tulfo is that General Kalima called or talked with Mr. Montulfo, whom, ito naman po si Montulfo, he was saying that General Sumbero informed him that we were extorting Jack Lam. Yun po ang...
Extorting money.
Extorting money from Jack Lam.